Hiya. So we're going to have a look at changing the subject. So here we've got our formulae. We've got 2t plus L equals G, and we want to make t the subject. What this means is basically I want t to be on its own. So what we're going to do this via a function machine method. So this formula here, if t is my input, okay, and that's my input. So this is telling me I'm taking t and I'm timesing it by 2. I'm then adding on L, and my output is G. So if I now want to make t as the subject, I am going to rearrange this and basically reverse everything. So starting with G, I'm going to reverse adding L, I'm going to subtract L. I'm going to reverse multiply by 2, that's going to become a divide by 2, and that is going to give me t. So if I write this as a sentence, I said I did G, take away L, divide it by 2, and that's really important that you write your divide by 2 like this, because that way you're dividing G take L by 2 and not just one thing, and that is giving me my input, or in this case my output, as t. You can now see that t is on its own. T is now the subject of that formula. Okay, so it's very much like solving an equation. Let's have a go at a second one. So as you can see, I've decided to bring a fraction to this one because they're not always going to be easy ones that you get. So let's write our function machine out. So my input is t. I know it's t because that is the one that is being inputted on this side. Okay, it's also the one that I want to make the subject, so that's always going to be input. To that t, this line here means I'm dividing, so I've divided by 3. I then added on 1, and my output was p. So I'm going to reverse the whole process. So I started with p, I subtract 1 this time, I times by 3, and this time I get t. So again, write it as a sentence starting from here, working back there. So starting with p, I subtracted 1, I multiplied it by 3. Now this is really important. You're going to multiply the whole of this by 3. So you're going to put this in brackets and put the 3 at the front. Okay? And you've got your invisible little time sign there. And that gave me t. T is now on its own, and everything else is away from it. Let's have a go at one more. Okay, so again, I kept it as a fraction again. So let's create our function machine. So what do you think your input is going to be? That's right, it should be k. To that, I have multiplied it by 2 first of all, then I divided it by 2, so you'll see this one's actually got an extra step in it, then I added on p, and that gave me my output of g. I'm going to reverse the whole process, so starting with my g, subtract p, opposite of dividing by 2 is multiplying by 2. Opposite of multiplying by 2 is dividing by 2. And that is giving me my k. So write it out as a sentence from the start on the right and work your way back to the left. So starting with G, I subtracted P. I multiplied by 2. So just like on the other one that we did, you're going to put brackets around this with a 2 at the front. And then I'm dividing by 2, so again like the first one that we did, to divide by 2, if we're going to be sensible, we're going to write it with a divide sign like that, and the 2 on the bottom, and that gives me my output of k. Good luck. If there's any problems, then send me an email and let me know.